Family, una good morning again, una good afternoon, una good evening, depending on which part of the globe you find yourself. This is David Bongo the Canto from Kono News Network, and as always, I get some few topics the way Akiwanle we discuss. This particular broadcast I dedicated to anti-corruption na Sierra Leone, where Mr. Ben Kafala na the head of that anti-corruption unit or the institution. We know say na people that would follow anybody or company or institutions we know they follow the right law them how for use money, how for take money from people, either in the private sector or in the government sector. But firstly, I want for say at their broadcast on behalf of KMMRP via ECHO when are executives of corner organizations. I also want to tell thank you to the one that will don't subscribe to this channel, and the one that will not subscribe it, I encourage you now. Let us subscribe and let we continue for listen, and we continue for share, comment, and we also suggest we own ideas then how for move go before. This making like for put point by point, bring substance into waiting at the talk. And the first way I want to talk about anti-corruption supposed for them actually get into the affairs of Koidu Limited, Nakono District, for quite a long time and for several reasons. We know say then they investigate any side way then see say people then they use money the way they not for use them, or then they deny for give people them the right services the way they offer for them, and some other yuki things the way they can do for bribe and set up some other authorities they must so that they not go see what in and they do when a bad thing. I get with me a few points the way I want for discuss, and I go like for Leuna also take on a time for listen. The number one thing we are getting now alleged human rights violations. We all don't know about the human rights violations the way they take place now Koidu Limited and waiting they happen to the workman them. Reports of excessive force used by security forces during protests by local communities, how the security then can treat the people them. That now before them few rally the whole don't get where no problem not with the security forces. But the past history they show say when people then demonstrate, then they shoot, then they kill people them. Evictions and displacements of communities without adequate compensation or resettlement plans. Then pull people then at their homes them, they not get any proper resettlement plan for them. Then go make place for them, 30 days the people them, they not give them paper for saying that they get them company and the houses them or not. Then just start like way you go put people in a refugee camp, and the people they not own any property, they not get any entitlement. So that again something we I feel say anti-corruption for look at. Poor treatment of local workers, including alleged unfair dismissals and unsafe working conditions. Then they would all hear several times. I bring them in and they up back because they are not new, but I just try for draw the attention of anti-corruption for saying that them reason they are so. I feel saying strong reasons for let them go able go after Koidu Limited. My next point I want to talk about now environmental degradation. By that I mean how they don't spoil the environment, they don't create an artificial mountain, and don't dig under the ground where we not get any guarantee for say that ground they in future not get for drop, and no plan no day in place for either close the place or refill them or for even reinforce the tunnel where they don't build. So that's if MNA or the company or the government department will get for deal with environment, make them really also look into that critically. Destruction of local ecosystem, pollution of water sources, and degradation of farmland. They don't put outside people they're supposed for really do the small garden work them the one the way actually they immediately around that company they not able engage into any productive farming. Failure to adhere to environmental management plans or conduct proper environment impact assessments. we dey see say boku people dey host dem dey spoil, dem dey crack. Anytime wey Koidu Limited do vibration, explosion, people dey host dem dey crack because of the vibration. And nobody no dey talk about dem thing and the people dem pull their hard earned money for build their houses dem. But then company wey dey work for their own benefit, dem dey spoil people their houses dem, nothing no dey comot there. Dey like today, dem dey plan for hide and comot na the country. So we dey bring this to the attention of anti-corruption. If ever Koidu Limited dey plan for leave, make dem make sure say dem compensate the one wey their houses dem don crack as a result of this, the one wey don get injuries and other things, and wey dem people dem don die, dem no get any better compensation or proper arrangement after death. Make anti-corruption investigate dem thing and dey back. So I dey continue for go on with this. My next point wey I want for talk about na poor corporate social responsibility. We know say yes, people dey talk about say Koidu Limited dey do a lot of things and for meet the demands of the corporate social responsibility. But we know say there is a failure to deliver promised community development projects such as schools, hospitals, and clean water system. We not see who say dem don build school. We not see who say dem don really provide clean water system for the entire Koidu city, and inadequate local employment opportunities despite commitments to hire from host communities. We know say dem don hire boku people dem from Kono, but still the employment not be to the standard according to wetin dem don commit for do. So dem thing and they all na failure for meet their own demands them and the agreement the way dem don talk to the government about. So anti-corruption, I dey bring their attention to that as well. Next, I will say violation of mining and labor laws, non-compliance with national mining regulations, including licensing conditions, exploitative labor practices such as long hours, low pay, and lack of proper safety gear. So as with the area, we get a lot of things that ACC supposed for really get as grounds for let them hold Koidu Limited accountable. Then they exploit Ukman, the Ukman and they work long hours, they not they pay their overtime. And we all know internationally any side way person work overtime, then they pay you time and a half, but that not they happen. And the Ukman, even the overtime, as we do understand, some of them they work overtime against their will, not because they want them. Some they want them, some not want them. So we want to bring this to the attention of anti-corruption as well. And the next thing I want to talk about now contributions to social unrest. Wetin Koidu Limited they do where they ignite social unrest. As we see currently, there is that particular social unrest in Kono district, where as a result of the mining company. Operations have led to multiple protests and community unrest due to grievances about land pollution and neglect to social amenities. So the operation where they do, it lead to social unrest. People they don't complain, and authorities they not they listen. Sometimes they make like say they listen, and they not they take action. So because of this, people themselves can vex to the extent that then they take to the street, either lawfully or unlawfully. But that all not due to within the company they do. They make the people then they see say their voice not to go further until this time where executives of Kono organization don't start for talk on behalf of people them. Then in the way echo not being the people them in the suffer. Other people them in the fight for Kono, but we see say a lot of damages been they happen to lives, and that make we don't take this line of action. We say we not they preach violence, we they preach peaceful demonstration, wey go make people dem comot na street in the numbers. Dem no go spoil person market, dem no go damage person, dem no go beat person, and dem go respect authority. So we want to tell ECHO thank you for that particular model wey dem don introduce in demonstration, we say respect dey from all angles. And we also dey see say the security officers and dey comply, and dey help, and dey support, especially with the say the AIG itself na a very very understanding person, a very compassionate. So we want to send special thank you to the AIG there. Also, tensions between the company and local residents threatened national peace and stability. As I don already say, that particular inaction, that negligence, it create tension between the local community and the company, and that they bring insecurity in the country. For sake of this, we feel say anti-corruption supposed for actually check into that thing, and they let them sit them down and go over all the agreements that they don't talk about, and let them analyze the actions them from the time when they start for do operation. Even for change name from one company to another company, now a sign of corruption act. And then they engage in a lot of dubious activities where they bring poor relationship between we government officials. I will go to my 7th point now, when discrepancies in agreements with the government. Within this mean where person you don't agree for do something, then you try for play some yuki thing that will go make you get an undue advantage over the person who not to don't do the agreement. Possible renegotiation of mining leases or contracts that may not be in the best interest of Sierra Leone. They always the change name for renegotiate, change name, renegotiate, and then no say that it only day to their own advantage, and not go in the advantage of the country. So this now an eye opener. No government officer no go no say yes. If you born Pekin at birth, you get one name. Where commit crime, a change in name, then a pull for erase the criminal record where the first name don't get. After some time again, that second name, a change them because they don't commit another crime, so that they no go hold on wanting for that. So that alone is a red flag. One grand company, the government officials they know say they get now the same institution, the infrastructure not change, now the name they change. That's not a red flag. And with people that sit down, they know they talk nothing. The government officers particularly, the one they went at the authorities, where they give then license, and I don't know why they not go ask question. Somebody don't build a company and not build new structure, the same structure, but they change the name multiple times. They not investigate that. That's a red flag. So now that make they take upon me this morning for let I bring on to the attention of anti-corruption. Mr. Benkaifala, I go fine for let you check into this properly, make you see say then people they also then they cheat the country, then they cheat the community outside the company they. Weak enforcement of terms by regulatory authorities, potentially due to corruption or influences. They don't corrupt with institutions them. They don't make even the one they wait for investigate them, they don't shut them mouth them. Because allegedly we understand say then they give money, then they pay some undercover salaries to people wait for make them shut them out. And we not they say we concretely believe that, but the actions then they speak louder than words. If them people then they do them kind of thing, so nobody know they talk to them, no, they know they hold them, they know they ask them, it means there's some element of truth there for say then they give brown envelope. And you that officer will feel say, you that government person will know say you know hold brown envelope, and then people then they do the wrong thing, go after them. Go after them. Ask them for letting account for their activities. Otherwise, we dey feel say because una sef una hand in at them buckets, una hand in at them pockets, so una no go able to talk against them. That they bring me to the next one where they say alleged corruption or bribery. Potential links between company actions and improper dealings with government officials. So potential link there between the actions of the company and some government officials. Lack of due diligence in contract award processes or suspected kickbacks. They don't see say we country very vulnerable, we authorities and very easy for manipulate. So they don't study with system, they don't feel say corruption infested communities then you can easily bribe the top authorities them and then you do whatever you want to do. So for the fact that they don't corrupt with system, today we see one government officer, a minister is favored, then they talk very well about one particular minister and then they talk bad about the other ministers then. So what thing they bring that? If a unit, the government officials, they not unite, then they play divide and rule inside with government. That now a flag, red flag, for sure say Koidu Limited, they want for split with country, they want for degrade the credibility where we country get, and it even tell on the credibility of we president and all the institutions in Sierra Leone. So I believe say anti-corruption supposed for go after Koidu Limited for second year so. Failure to maximize national benefits. Failure to maximize national benefits. May go also talk again about beyond national benefits. Let we look at the percentage where Salone government they get from Koidu Limited. Let we look at the percentage where Kono district they get from the diamond mining. It is just a pittance. A ridiculously unbelievable for say somebody they profit $1,000 in your country, they give you 5 cents. Look the difference. It's just like drop in an ocean. So I believe say we government na Sierra Leone supposed for step up. Any company will come, not just Koidu Limited, the percentage for be very high when they give to the country. And the communities they will say the diamond they come out or mineral they come out, make themselves get a reasonable acceptable percentage. Anything below 1%, 2% is ridiculous. Very ridiculous. Somebody get $1,000, they give you 5 cents. They say, oh, we're happy with that. If people they know they passionately benefit out of that, some people would prefer the country get very little percentage and passionately them bank accounts there, then dump money there for let them benefit. This is not something where anti-corruption supposed for investigate. Finally, I say this: if government, what we call precedent, if you don't set up a precedent, it will go for a long time uncorrected or unchecked. So precedent for accountability. Holding Koidu Limited accountable sets a necessary precedent for all mining and foreign companies operating in Sierra Leone to allow national laws and international best practices. If the government not take the correct action against Koidu Limited, would they set a precedent to other companies inside Sierra Leone for say they can do something then go free. They can bribe with government officials then go free. They can create animosity between we the government officials them or we the citizens them then go free. So I just want to bring this to the attention of Mr. Ben Kaifala, where the head of the anti-corruption unit in Sierra Leone, for say the company in Kono district when Koidu Limited, they don't do a lot of things that were due for where enough for they bring them come now anti-corruption and check them for what they don't do. I want to bring and dedicate this particular broadcast to decency in Sierra Leone, to fighting against corruption, to fighting against greed, and I did talk to every Sierra Leonean, make we support anybody where they fight against corruption in Sierra Leone. This na David Bongo at the Cantona. This broadcast na purely for anti-corruption boss when na Ben Kaifala make them go into Koidu Limited and investigate their activities regarding the payments for the workman them, regarding the safety conditions for the workman them, regarding proper benefits for the workman them, and anything else wey na corrupt act, make Ben Kaifala make e investigate that. I tell una all thank you. This na David Gbongbo, account owner from Corner News Network, and I believe say una go share, una go like, and una go comment. You wey not don subscribe to this channel yet, I dey ask you for let you please subscribe. And if you hearing me anytime, you can send me some comments them. Anything wey we talk now wey you no agree with, we open to criticism. We go ready for talk about that in a civil way. Una thank you. I dey send greetings to executives of Corner Organization, ECHO, and also not to forget KMMRP members them. Let we all fight together for bring Corner to a limelight, for raise Sierra Leone in image high, and for fight against anything when a corrupt act. Una thank you. Again, this is David Bongo, the come from from Corner News Network.